Hello everyone, it is road trip vlog time and we have made it to St. Augustine, Florida, but it wouldn't be a road trip without a stop at Buc-ee's. There are two Buc-ee's in Florida at the moment. This is one of them in St. Augustine. We haven't been to this one before. It's very exciting. My first time in a Buc-ee's in Florida, so I need a Buc-ee's Florida t-shirt for sure. So we're gonna go explore, but I figure this is the place to start the road trip vlog. At Buc-ee's. And of course we're in the Tesla. They have superchargers here, so we are charging the Tesla. And let's go do some Buc-ee's shopping. If for some reason this is the first vlog you're ever seeing of mine, then we used to live in Texas and Buc-ee's is obviously huge there. I'm from Florida originally and we live back in Florida now. And so it's very exciting to get to do Buc-ee's when we have the opportunity, and we may have driven like an extra 30 minutes out of our way in order to come to Buc-ee's.
Sure did. Gotta get those beaver nuggets.
So let's go and go shopping. Well, Mike was right. It's Shamrock time. I was wondering what seasonal shirts. Sure enough, Shamrocks. Oh, there's new stuff. Little bows. It's some of both. It's Easter and, oh my gosh, that was my guess. My guess was Easter. So we got a mixture. If you really, really, really love Buc-ee's. And then what we all really need, just a giant Buc-ee. Well, these are new to me. I'm definitely thinking of these and the ranch. Give these a go. Beaver tails. Mike got a kolache. Look at the coffee cup though. Did you see this? It's got all the billboards.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome. If you have been in a place that has Buc-ee's, they have billboards like for miles and miles and miles leading up to it to let you know it's there. And they're always funny like this, so fantastic. Okay, so we have shrimp and pimento cheese, hush puppies, corn cake, grit bread, hot honey butter, and then we have a grit flight with pimento cheese grits, Brussels pesto, carrot cake, and blueberry. A grits flight. Well, good morning, everyone, from Charleston, South Carolina.
Ravenel Bridge.
Yep. We are wandering through historic Charleston. Take a look at the bridge in front of us. And we are heading to Rainbow Road, but kind of taking the scenic route and seeing everything along the way.
We're not, it's not Mario Kart.
Not Rainbow Road?
Rainbow Row.
Rainbow Row, sorry. That's different.
I've done it 3 times already. You haven't called me out on it yet. That's why I decided to.
Oh, lots of cool stuff here.
Gas lamps.
Oh yeah. There are people in costumes.
Those are costumes.
The old exchange.
South Carolina, 1771, that building.
Wow.
Museum and gift shop.
I had a feeling it was a museum considering they were in period piece clothing.
Maybe they're
It's just their style.
just historic people.
So we're gonna do a little strolling here, but look at this road. Wow. History. Look at the cobblestone streets. Huh. Neat. And this is Rainbow Row. Historic Rainbow Row. So this is a very quick trip to Charleston. Someday we'll have to come back and do a full-on exploration. But wanted to at least see it while we're here. So we did a very quick walk around.
Get ready. You're about to get a slingshot across the
Okay.
road.
Ooh, yay. As you can tell, it is actually very cold today. It was not cold yesterday. It says it's 54 degrees right now, but it's not. It is windy and very cold out there. So hence full jackets today. It was like still 65 degrees when we went to dinner last night. It was warmer then, but I watch Southern Charm on Bravo. So we are now going to go scope out Patricia's house. Patricia's mansion, I should say, while we're here. We're definitely gonna come back and do a longer Charleston trip at some point because this is too cool. And we don't have enough time to like really spend exploring today. Oh, look at these houses.
That seawall.
Yeah, that seawall is really cool. Yes, I would definitely like to spend more time here. This was actually our plan for my 30th birthday, and then we had really bad weather come through, so we went to Amelia Island for my 30th birthday instead. So this is still on the list. It's my first time ever being here.
You don't get full waterfront.
No. Unfortunately. Oh wow. The park though. What a pretty park.
Oh yeah, these are nice. Jeebus.
Wow. Well, that's one way to tour. Okay, now we're in Patricia's neighborhood. So it's gonna be on the right, just after the stop sign. Oh yeah, this might be it.
Yeah.
Or we might have to loop around this more than once. Oh my gosh, yep, there it is. There is Patricia's tiny little home. Yep, small, very small. Yeah, we're gonna have to loop around the front of that.
Jeez. Okay.
Wow. Oh yeah, it's just very small. Oh well, if you watch Southern Charm, there's Patricia's house. I wonder if she and Whitney are home. There's a historic marker for it and everything. Wow. Alright, we're doing one more loop. Just in case Whitney pops out and I can say hi. No, I filmed on my phone, so we're gonna do one more loop so I can take in its grandness. But yeah, we definitely need to come back and do a full trip of this because this place is awesome. Okay, so here is where it starts. I mean, it just keeps going and going and going. Wild. Ooh, now we get to drive across the bridge.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights.
I saw that.
Well, there's Wilmington. So the last time I was here, I was in high school, and Dawson's Creek was still on TV. My parents and I, we did the battleship. We did like the full tour of the battleship. But this over here is where they filmed so much of Dawson's Creek. And we are on our way there to do a little exploring. I have done this before, and Dawson's Creek is like one of my favorite TV shows of all time.
Was the battleship still active last time?
Oh my gosh, I'm not that old, okay? Rude. But that's where we're gonna be here in a little bit, walking right down there, checking out filming locations from Dawson's Creek. Well, we're starting at the Airlie, I would say Airlie Gardens. And if you're a Dawson's Creek fan, you'll recognize some of these spots. I haven't been here before. We didn't make it here because the internet wasn't really a thing back then. I mean, surely the internet existed, but did we have Google in order to be able to find out filming locations? No, we did not. In order to find the places we did find, we just talked to the attendant at our hotel. The show was still on at that point. It was 2001. And so we asked him, you know, where can we find some of these filming locations? And he gave us some spots that we went to. This was not on that list. So this is my first time getting to come here because now the internet not only tells you where to find it, but it has like latitude, longitude pinpoints where you can find the locations with pictures and tutorials. And there's even updated ones from like 2 years ago. People are still doing this. So yeah, the internet's a wonderful thing. So we're gonna start here and we're gonna go find what they call the ruins in Dawson's Creek. Look how pretty, look at all the tulips. So their spring items, according to the website, start tomorrow. So we're getting the early preview of all the spring flowers. Look at them. Beautiful. So this oak tree here in the middle is from the 1500s. That's an old oak tree. We're gonna get another view of it, I think. There we go, look at that. That is a gorgeous oak tree. So we're hiking back there and I saw them through the clearing. There they are, the ruins. Of course here they're called the pergola, which is the more accurate name for it. But Dawson's Creek, the ruins. There's a nice bench here overlooking it. That's where we're headed. So cool. We're getting closer. And I am fully nerding out right now. Mike is laughing so hard. I am nerding out so much. You know, 16, 39, there's no difference. I'm still the same. I'm just still fangirling over Dawson's Creek. Are you fanboying? Are you fanboying a little bit?
The show all the way through, so.
Also, we were listening to the Dawson's Creek soundtrack as we approached Wilmington, as you do. So
we might have been jamming out.
We might have been jamming out just a little bit. This is beautiful, though. Oh, nice. It's the turtle. Oh yeah, he's sunbathing. It's nice to get out and stretch our legs after being in the car so much too. Hello, turtle. It's cold today, huh? Yeah. My watch says it's 58 degrees, but I can tell you, it does not feel... What do you think it feels like?
I would say it feels closer to 50.
Oh, see, I was gonna say like high 40s, so yeah, pretty close. It definitely feels... I mean, you guys know, I love being cold. I've got this full jacket on right now. It's chilly. But, oh, there's a swan. We've made it to the pergola garden. Let's not talk about what's on the bench over there, though. Mm-hmm. You already saw it, didn't you? Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, no. You guys see what that is? Oh, boy. Well, I feel like we should go see that first before we see the pergola garden.
Sure.
Let me not ruin my time. Oh, dear. That has to get sent to Michael, doesn't it?
Wow.
Easy being green.
Wow.
Well, let me sit with it and you can send it to Michael. Mm. And there's the official history of the pergola garden. Let's go explore. Wow, look at that. So if you get married here, I mean, that's a long walk, but look at all the flowers. And then come this way.
Squee, did you squee?
I did. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy. You can see why they called it the ruins. Wow. So cool. I'm trying not to like completely fangirl out, but let's be real, I am. Wow. So we have some other people coming out behind us. We're gonna let them come in and I'll film some more once they go, but look at it. Wow.
You are now.
Are we rolling?
Mm-hmm.
Depths of silence where echoes remain. You were the sunrise and I was the rain. A collision of souls opposing in flight. I was the darkness, you yearned for the light. Now you're gone and I'm losing my mind, losing my mind, I'm losing my mind.
I've been nerding out here for, I don't know, 30 minutes probably, taking a million pictures, but I guess it's time to go because we have some other Dawson's Creek things we need to see. So I'm sad, but we're leaving, so let's go.
I can't.
You were the laughter that kept me alive. You were hello, and I was goodbye. An ember that flickered, that faded away. You were the summer, I was that same old shit in me. Now you're gone, and I'm losing my mind, losing my mind, losing my mind.
Belgium, that's where Joey makes her singing debut in the either 5th or 6th season when she's in college. There. All of these little places were used for something or other over the years. So I'm trying to recognize ones that I just saw online that were... There's Joey's wall! That's Joey's wall!
Mm-hmm.
Ask me to stay! There it is right there. It's got a porch access on it now, but... It's not Joey's wall. I don't think that had happened yet when I was here. So it really does just feel like you're walking through Cape Side when you're here, because they use so many of these as filming locations over the years. I found one when I was here as a teenager that they had just used, I think it's a bookstore. So I have my picture in front of that one from when I was a teenager. But I'm pretty sure the Joey's wall hadn't happened yet. So I'm excited to go get my picture with Joey's wall. So yes, it does have a little covered area on it now, but that is Joey's wall.
Just has to stay on the door.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh, that's cute. This cafe was also used in multiple episodes because they have like a bar inside. So Real Cafe also in the show quite a bit, but Mike just noticed it has asked me to stay on the door, so we're going. Let's go check it out. So it has the no trespassing signs, but someone understood the assignment. Okay, so we're moving on from Joey's wall. We're gonna walk down here to the riverfront. Okay, so there's a horse here waiting to do tours, but this is Leary's Fresh Fish. If you watch the show, you know what I'm talking about. But Dawson's parents opened a restaurant, and that was Leary's Fresh Fish. Actually, Michael's on the waterfront. There's the infamous bridge. And this always cracked me up that there's a giant battleship right across the way that they don't show, strangely enough. So I'm pretty sure some of these shops were also used. Black Cat I saw on the list. I think Island Passage was on there as shooting locations, but this one, if you watch Dawson's Creek, and probably One Tree Hill, because they filmed One Tree Hill here as well. I never watched that show, but this probably looks very familiar to you. This bridge, they use this little ticket window thing so many times with the flags. Oh, I love it. Yeah, Black Cat was something. I can't remember which one it was. But I'll look it up while I'm editing this. Cute. Circa was also on the list as a site. And down here at the end, we have Elijah's, which is the location of Pacey's ice house in the series finale. Looks like it would be a beautiful place to sit and eat on a warmer day. Right here at the bridge. Yeah, this is Pacey's ice house in the series finale from 2003. Isn't that crazy? 2003. So yeah, once upon a time, Joshua Jackson and James Vanderbeek and Katie Holmes, Michelle Williams wandered right through here to film the series finale. Isn't that crazy? Over 20 years ago.
Yep, sure was.
But very cool to get to see it in person. We need to get going because we have more stops to do and a lot more driving to do tonight, but it was very fun to be back here.
You get to bed early.
Yeah, and well, we're not going to bed early tonight, but it's been very nice to be back in Wilmington 20 years later, 20 plus years later from my last visit, and see some more of these locations and see how they've updated over time. It really does feel like you're just walking through Cape Side even now, 20 years later. So I think I'll always have a special place in my heart for Wilmington. We're driving across the bridge. The Dawson's Creek Bridge. I'm sure it has a more official name.
Oh,
It's the Dawson's Creek Bridge?
Yes. You have to put the V on it.
The Dawson's Creek Bridge, yeah. There's the view down. Back to where we were. Goodbye, Riverwalk. Goodbye, Wilmington. Off to Kinston, North Carolina we go to visit a very special friend. So before it gets too dark, we are heading to Kinston to meet up with Dee, and I assume Danny. I assume he's been voluntold as
He needs to show up.
vlogger husband that he must show up for this because
It's
there's
awkward otherwise.
another vlogger husband. So Dee is my Vlogmas buddy. Hello traffic. It is 5:30 p.m. so no shock. But yeah, she's my Vlogmas buddy and she lives in Kinston. So we're going to the pub, the infamous pub. If you watch her vlogs, you know. Excited to go meet her. Okay, well it's the first ever Bojangles. So we got chicken strips, we got Cajun chicken biscuits, we got a blueberry, no, bowberry. Blueberry, it's for Halloween. Halloween is the blueberry. Yeah, we're doing this. And we're charging at the same time. Tesla charging right next door. So, when in North Carolina, get Bojangles. Look who I found.
It's me!
Is it weird to be on this side of the camera with someone else?
Because when I tell the kids, I'm like, am I in the frame? And they're like,
but yeah,
this be a vlogger husband and get us.
Look, yes.
Yes, there you go.
Look at us.
Surprise!
No, it's because lighting direction that doesn't make you both look like you.
Oh, look, he's so good!
Professional.
We made it, or she made it.
Look,
You made it.
It all looks familiar to me. I'm like, I
Yeah.
I have it. Until now.
Right.
It all looks familiar.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've been hanging out.
Yeah.
Now we're getting the tour.
Sure have.
So cool. We're at the pub.
I was like, not really talking about it today, but I was like, there's a surprise. But I'm not saying, and I almost slipped because I started talking about it like that, but then I saw you talking about it. I'm like, okay, I'm really not going to say it. But they won't see it till Tuesday anyway.
Exactly. Mine comes out Monday, and I think I say in mine that you're going to see it.
Okay.
So. Yeah, we're getting the tour. Getting the tour of the
Sure
pub. Looks familiar. Hey guys, this is Liz from the future coming in to end this vlog because as I was filming on the trip, really had no idea how I was going to piece all this together, but I feel like this is the good spot to end part 1. I think this is going to be a 3-part series. We will see when I get to editing the next 2 sections, but I believe I have enough for another video to go up on Wednesday and a final one to go up on Friday, and then we'll be back to our normal schedule. But this was such a good first 2 days of our trip, a very busy first 2 days of the trip. As the trip goes on, I vlog less and less because we're spending more and more time with friends and not really seeing the sights, but this section was particularly fun. Seeing some of downtown Charleston, Patricia from Southern Charms Mansion, of course the Dawson's Creek filming locations, which I mean was a highlight of the trip for me. Getting to go back, I would gladly spend a lot more time in Wilmington, like doing even more exploring. I loved it. And the main thing I want to talk about here was getting to meet Dee, because we met her at the pub. I'll get back into that in a second. We had about an hour with her before we needed to get back on the road because we needed to make it to Richmond that night, and Richmond is about a 3-hour drive from where Dee lives. So we could only stay until about 9 p.m. because we knew we were gonna have to make it to Richmond. We were gonna have to charge along the way. We knew it was going to be a long night for us. So sadly, we didn't get to spend more time with her, but it was an absolute blast. Danny wasn't there. Danny, turns out, was in Florida, which was really funny. I hadn't had the chance to watch her most recent vlog yet because we'd been leaving for the trip, so I hadn't seen the one she posted right before we left that said that Danny was gonna be in Florida. So I was like, what? But we got to meet Dee, we got to hang out. It was super chill. It was so good to meet her in person. And I've already watched her vlog from the day she met us, and she was worried that she talked too much, which she absolutely did not. It was a blast. It was so good to see her. I would have stayed for longer for sure if we hadn't needed to go. It didn't feel rushed. Like, it felt like we had a really good conversation. It felt comfortable because I watch her vlogs, she watches my vlogs, and I think as an introvert, there's a real comfort level of meeting someone who you watch online all the time, because it takes off some of that awkwardness of meeting someone new, because it feels like you already know them. But it felt like too short of a time. I wanted more. So like she said, we've already started planning the Vlogmas Pals meetup in Florida. Jacqueline, as you already know, you have been obligated. You need to come down to Florida. Everyone needs to meet up. We need to have all the vlog bins, and we're all gonna meet up and hang out at some point in Florida. So it was lovely getting to hang out with her and see the pub, which was really fun, and kind of hear about other projects they have coming up. Then we made the 3-hour plus drive to Richmond because of course we had to stop and charge. That night was freezing. It was like 36 degrees where we were. So that night was very cold. It was the coldest night of the trip. But I didn't vlog much because it was just dark. We were driving through North Carolina to Virginia. We stopped, I think, twice to charge. But I did not vlog. We got cookout milkshakes on the way. We had never had Bojangles and we'd never had cookout. And we got Bojangles before we went to Kinston, and we got a cookout milkshake. Well, cookout milkshakes. We each got a milkshake that night at like 11:30 p.m. We were almost to Richmond. Sadly, we have not tried the food at cookout yet because we were too full from Bojangles, but we got milkshakes, and the milkshakes were awesome. We got to Richmond, we checked into our hotel, and that was it. We just passed out because it was like 1 a.m. at that point. We just went straight to bed. So the next vlog will kick off in Richmond with our friend Steve. I don't think I actually show him on camera, but you guys will see pictures and sightseeing around Richmond, and then everything just continues from there. So right now my plan is to have another video up on Wednesday if I believe there's enough footage to make 2 more vlogs. I think I'm gonna just make 2 more shorter videos rather than try to clump it all together on Friday. So I hope you guys enjoyed part 1 of the road trip. We had an absolute blast, and I will see you guys again on Wednesday. Bye.